All right, we should be live. Good late afternoon or early evening, however you want to call it, everyone. It is Tuesday, July 12th, 5:10 p.m. And the temperature is around 26 degrees Celsius. The happy-go-lucky one is here, Devin Sullivan. Transportation Land, Michael Nguyen, Sanjay and Kingston is here. Hello, everyone. Hope your Tuesday is working out so well. Yogi, Marie Palmer, Brad Palmer, Misbah, hello. And this is a stream where I'm going to hop on this bad boy. And there is the Addmotor E53 Pro. Now I'll be doing a video that talks a bit about this e-bike coming up at some point within the next week or so, I think. And I'm planning on taking it on some very long journeys as it has a very large battery. That's a 20 amp hour monster battery. It is rated for up to 120 miles on the first pedal assist. I'm not sure if you'd actually get that far on it, but I'm gonna find out. And I'm here in Grange Park. Let me just get this stream up and going here. I've got my backpack. I gotta mount my phone still to it. So it's got this kind of cool green and tan look to it. There's some stickers or decals I'm supposed to put on the battery that I didn't. Oops. It's got a rear rack, rear fender. I think it's 500 watts, the motor. So we're gonna hop on that. I don't really have a plan at all. We're just gonna ride around and see where the wind blows, I guess. I actually haven't set this thing up yet for live streaming, so hopefully everything works out. So I'm gonna mount the phone to my chest. I'm gonna lose sight of the chat for a minute. We might have to make a few adjustments to my setup here. I'm just gonna make sure I have all my stuff in my bag. I had to come downtown today, so there's a good chance to bring, or a good opportunity to bring the new bike with me. I have some new toys on the way as well in addition to this. All right, so I've got my backpack, everything's done up. Yikes, I am just noticing something. Hello everyone just joining in. Look at that. Things you don't want to see lying around your city. That is a needle just on the ground in front of me. I don't really want to touch it. Let's say that it was used for what we all know it, or something other than what we all know it was really used for. What do you do when you see a needle? Do you call 311? I think most people have the common sense not to touch it. I guess the problem is if someone's pet or child came across it, they might not be well versed in avoiding that sort of thing. I don't really know. I'm gonna leave it. Bucky Smith says, how much money was that e-bike? Full disclosure, they sent it to me. I'm just powering it on. Is that, I'm pretty sure that's a syringe. All right, so let's just go slow. I'm purely in pedal mode here. And that sun is so bright, of course I can't see anything on my screen. Let me pop into some shade and see if I got the angle right. Looks okay. You can always adjust it as we go. Emo's music channel's here, Gertej is here. At least it's claiming it's a CBD oil dropper. Well, hopefully that's it. Okay, let's slowly coast our way out of here. This is Grange Park. I gotta get used to my chat being located in a different location on this handlebar setup. And this e-bike has an adjustable front suspension, and I've got it set as smooth as it can go. So this should be a pretty good test of it. Some of these Toronto roads aren't the smoothest. This is John Street. This would be one of them.
They never touch it with a 10-foot pole. So that's all down. Like you have all that stuff.
So yes, I still have my other e-bikes. This one is being evaluated, but so far so good. I quite like it. I'll be doing a proper video where I go over the specs and put it through its paces coming up. I don't know if it'll actually be a review, but it will be a video, that's for sure. Hello, Harjots, Gaby. So this is south on John Street in the entertainment district. Here's Richmond Street. You know what? Richmond Street has a bike lane. Let's test that out. Maybe our CEO hasn't got a notification yet. Oh, Vivian Johnson. So this is Richmond and John. And this is west on Richmond Street. Into a pretty good wind. So this bike does not have the fat tires that my Movin e-bike has. Holy shit, this is pretty windy. So I'm not sure if this is going to be smoother than that or not. But it does have that adjustable suspension, and it does have pretty girthy tires, meaty tires. I'm riding on throttle right now. We're going 18 kilometers. Careful by the lake. There's some heavy gusts down there. That'll be a good test for this thing. I just went over some pretty heavy bumps. Rocky is here. Rocky has a Movin e-bike, which is one of my other ones. Lisa Palmer is here. Vivian Johnson apparently is in the building. Don't worry, I got her approval before I did this live stream. All videos require her sign off. Where are we at? We are heading west on Richmond. Into the sun towards Bathurst with some very heavy gusts. That wind is blowing. This thing has so much power. I just barely twisted the throttle and it whipped around that person. So if you are curious about this bike, there is a link to it in the description. And again, look forward to a video in the coming week that shows it off a bit more. Looks like we're not going to meet or make the light here at Bathurst. Mike Landry. Mike says, hello, Johnny, and everyone in the chat. Hello, Mike Landry. Thank you very much for your $5 super chat support. Thank you, Mike. Mike also sent me some for a nice coffee this morning. And you know what, Mike? I did go to Aroma. I went to Aroma Cafe and then I got a haircut. And then I had to come downtown and now we're doing this. That's what I've done today. Oh man, this thing just really smoothly went over those streetcar tracks. The difference between me and that guy there, we both went through the stop sign, but he just blew through it. Whereas I slowed down and treated it like a yield sign in a maneuver called the Idaho stop. So what he did was kind of stupid and dangerous, and I would like to think what I did was okay. I'm currently going 19 kilometers per hour. We are at Richmond, or this is not Richmond Street. What am I talking about? Now we're back on Richmond. We are west Chris Mills. Afternoon, folks. Hope you're all having a great day. Thank you, Chris. Good afternoon to you. And thank you very much for your support. And we have made it to Strawn. Ew, dead squirrel. Looks like my camera is a little off center. That's the problem. The camera mount I'm wearing is centered, but I'm using an iPhone and the camera lens is way off to the side, which makes pulling it over and centering it a bit challenging. All right, I have an idea. I can go left. That's not very smart. That guy just blindly ran in front of the bike lane. So this is Goro Street. I think I'm gonna go head over to Garrison Crossing. Estelle is here. Hello, Estelle. And it's about to turn into Wellington Street. We're gonna do a little off-road test of this puppy's abilities. So this is the Garrison Crossing. All right, I'm gonna see how smooth this footage is when I get home. There's the CN Tower straight ahead. Marg H and Alvin in the house. See if I can move this camera a little more center, see how that works. There's a sign there that says cyclists go slow. Will do. So there's a look west. That's out towards Mississauga. This rail corridor will split. I think it actually splits right here. For those wondering, there's the new bike. What's cool is, I don't know if I'm going to use it, but it's got turn signals here. I mean, that doesn't do the people coming towards me much good, but I think that's kind of cool. Lisa says the view from here is the background on her phone. Here's a look at the tower and over the tracks. Can't get much closer than that. All right, let's get back on. Chris Mills says, nice ride, thank you. So this company reached out to me and said, we like your e-bike videos. We think we have something you might like. So I shamelessly said, sure, send me a bike. There's a nice shot. I wonder if that's thumbnail material. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, not quite. So one thing, if I'm going to keep riding this bike, I'll need, I think, is a bell. Because this is the horn. Sounds a bit like a construction vehicle backing up. Whoop.
Sorry?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I, for some reason, just kept the throttle down when I was braking. It's my, that's all me. That's all me. Sorry, guys. I was trying to avoid. I was trying to avoid that guy and the dog, and I didn't see that other cyclist come up beside me, and he like kind of bumped the back of my bike. And I had my hand on the throttle. Instead of hitting the brake, I hit the throttle. Oh, bad reactions, dummy. It's all good. I landed on my elbow. And here we are at the Garrison Crossing. Now's the time where I stop and I see, am I hurt? I got a little scrape on my elbow. Yeah, nothing too bad. Lisa says $6, you're all right. Just a little boo-boo on my elbow and my knee. I mean, thank you, Lisa, for your support. That was on me. Instead of hitting the brake, I twisted the throttle. I have no idea why I did that. Thank you, Katie. Yeah, I'll be fine. So this is the Bentway. Across the street, and Marg H, $10 towards the new Not Wimpy Bell Horn Fund. Thank you, Marg H. I thought that was going to be for some rubbing alcohol on a Band-Aid, but sure, I'll put it towards the non-wimpy bell. So this is riding east on Fort York Boulevard.
Kinda like that. Did my best.
No one's behind me. Deborah Ball for a first aid kit too. $5. Thank you, Deborah Ball. Thank you. Thank you, Marg H. Thank you, Deborah Ball. Yeah, it's just a little pizza burn on my elbow. That's the second time I've fallen off my bike on camera, although that one was kind of in slow motion. It's really the best case scenario. There is the CN Tower straight ahead. Yeah, guys, I'm fine. Let's not make a mountain out of a molehill. Who constructs the foundation? Who's planning the criteria? It's an interesting advertising campaign here. So this is through the City Place neighborhood. Brunel. Susan says the e-bike is quiet. It's pretty quiet. My other e-bike's quiet too, though. Also, it's really windy, so you're not really going to hear much. That's kind of masking any sounds it might be making. You need a Bay Street walk from Lakeshore to Davenport, says Emma. I've done that, I think. Maybe an updated one. Low Bar, 77,999. Thank you, Low Bar. Thank you for your support. I think there might be a Jays game on tonight. Thanks again, Low Bar. As we head towards the Skydome. What is this car doing? There's the Skydome.
They heard they were coming, so they closed the road for us.
We can go on this side?
Yep.
Oh, awesome. I did not know. Thank you. Oh, thanks for the tip.
That's a lot nicer, isn't it?
Oh, it's amazing. That cyclist just made a comment about closing the road for us. I was about to be on the right with all the motorists. Bruce Closter, 1999. You are amazing. Thank you, Bruce Closter, for your support. Geez, I should fall off my bike more often. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you very much. So this is Bremner Boulevard. What a bad Blue Jay fan I am. I'm not even sure who they're playing tonight. Oh, the Philadelphia Phillies. I'm sure SR Gotts could have filled us in on that. I'm just going to pull over for 1 second here. Enjoy the view of the skyline. See how this thing hops off a curb. So this is Lower Simcoe coming up. Let's take this south. Sanjay and Kingston. Rename the street, do bike go boom. I would say the bike has been performing admirably. Admirably? It is quite windy. This is the world's longest light cycle. Pickup man says 20 amp hour battery. The range should be excellent on it. I hope so. I definitely have a strong preference for two things with my e-vehicles. A nice healthy range and a smooth ride. And my Movin' e-bike, I think, ticks both of those boxes. This one seems to. My 9-watt max gives me that long range, but it doesn't give me a smooth ride. Although it's very possible that I'll have another little toy pretty soon to test out. Make sure there's no streetcars coming. Nobody crossing. Brad Palmer says, what's the fastest? I think they all go about 32. I'm not really ever going to take them that fast unless I'm on a big, boring, long stretch where there's nothing going on. And the e-scooter can be a little scary at those speeds. Ryan Rides had one, which sadly I think just got nicked. I could go much faster. And when I was getting the brake adjusted on this, there was a guy at the bike shop who had a Dualtron that he said could go 80 miles per hour or kilometers per hour, and he paid $5,500 for it. And it was such a beast that he blew out a tire. And the store that specializes in like e-scooter repairs did not have a spare. They said he'd have to special order one. Kevin says those Apollos are crazy. I kind of had my eye on the Apollo City 2022, which is a new one. There's a clip of a scooter on the 427. That's nuts. I have not seen that. How many viewers we have? My view count is down 279. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. So this is east on Queens Quay. So I've ridden from my home all the way down here. I put 21 kilometers on it so far, and I still have a full battery meter. The smell of sugar. Good reflections, says Lisa. Ooh. I think I might need to shift my camera back a bit more towards the center. There we go. Imagine if the new LCBO Crystal Castle was made of recycled wine bottles. Hello, Mark Lang. It is a great day. Bit of a windy day. We're testing out some new equipment. I've got 82 kilometers on this bike in total. 22 of that has been today. Half of that has been this stream. And aside from the fact that I don't know how to stay on it, I think it's getting top marks. Again, if you're curious about it, there's a link to it in the description. It's not a commission-based link or anything like that, just purely for your information. Yep, today is Amazon Prime Day. I've been looking at mattresses actually. I've had my memory foam mattress for about 8 years and it has lost some of its original form, I guess. It's amazing how many cheap mattresses there are that will just be shipped to you in a box. You unfold them, you wait a few days, and they eventually expand to their full 10 or 12 inches. Trail closed, follow detour to Carlaw and Lakeshore. This is Cherry Street. And here's where I ran into Lizzo C. She was live streaming from here. Hopefully that's a nice view of the setting sun. Devin says cool bridge. Estelle got a mattress topper. Is this an e-bike or a no, this is a full-on, she was built as an e-bike. So I've got some ideas for some long-range rides. This is not a sidewalk, this is a shared pathway. There's a picture of a guy on a bike and a person walking on it. Let's see if we can go up to Polson Pier, where we should be able to take in a pretty nice view. I think the best picture I've ever taken in my life was from Polson Pier. That was as the sun was setting. I think we want to cross here. Wait for a break in traffic. I'm just going to stay on the road. There is a trail over on the left, but I'm going to be turning off just up here, so I should be able to stick behind this traffic. We're heading up towards the old, where the old TNT supermarket used to be. And a place called the Docks Entertainment Complex. We gotta wait for the light here. I could just slip alongside these cars, but oh well. There used to be a drive-in movie theater here, just on the left, and a go-kart track. The Cabana Pool Club is here. But I'm really in it for the skyline view. I've only ever streamed here once before, and that was a walking live stream. But we are about to be treated to a spectacular view of the skyline. Easily one of the best. There's Rebel. Those are the Toronto Islands. We have this whole place to ourselves. Oh no, we don't. There's a couple here. Pretty awesome stuff. And we've got it all to ourselves. That is, of course, the city of Detroit. There's the islands. Falcom Scott is here. Hello, Falcom. There's the bike. And the dummy. Jump in the pond? Well, if there was a pond to jump into, I would contemplate it. I'm not sure. This is what you would call a pond. At least it says better view from Wards. The massing of the Skydome or the skyline is a little off from here. Some of these newer condos at the front are kind of blocking some of the views. What's crazy is there is a very, very narrow gap called the Eastern Channel between the islands and this part here in the Portlands, which is part of the mainland. And they could very easily just build a pedestrian and cycling bridge and connect it. But every time that's proposed, I think the pitchforks come out and the residents get quite angry. Ooh. Here comes a small yacht. Making its way out. All aboard the SS Strides. Detroit's definitely got a weird needle thing. All right, I'm gonna mount the phone here and just snap a few pictures. Since we're here, might as well. I think we'll grab a thumbnail picture for this video. The lighting is going to be a little funky. The way the sun is just kind of bouncing off. And maybe a few without the bike. Sorry guys, I can't see your chat right now. Oh, there we go. Look at that. The sun just decided to hide. Get back. Okay, I think we're good. I think I've snapped enough. Hopefully that didn't annoy the heck out of too many of you. And we're almost at 300 viewers. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, for this first ever live stream. The first of what will be many from this thing. Not quite fat tires, but still pretty thick. Sorry. Thank you. All right. Goodbye, spectacular skyline view. It would help if I mounted my phone back on properly. I think a couple of sea-doos just plopped off of that yacht. PGH is here. Hello, seagulls. So this is my first time taking this thing up to speed with you guys on the stream, but we're currently going 32 kilometers per hour, well 31.8. Oh, I think I left the camera in the wrong, there we go. Aspect ratio or lens angle. Sorry about that, eh? So I guess I'm continuing to head south here towards Cherry Beach. There's the drive-in movie screen, just on the right. This whole area is basically a giant construction zone as they're building Villiers Island. I imagine it generates more than a few flat tires. This is Unwin Avenue, so we could actually take Unwin Avenue all the way across, but there's a trail that runs alongside it. Oh, are we losing connection, or is it my Freedom phone? There's a guy in an e-bike. That was a gas-powered motor he was running. Nice view of the beach. So the problem here is I don't know if we're going to be able to maintain connection through here. We can certainly try. This is a bit more of a remote area. It's more of a normal looking beach. Let me see, how are we doing for connection? It says full strength. I'm just gonna have to keep a close eye on that. I apologize if there are any interruptions. Do. Well, there's no time like the present, I guess. That guy's got a disc brake rub. So I came through here in the other direction on my e-scooter in a video I did last week. On our way. It's just like a little harbor to dock your boat. All right, so my connection is not 100%. We're at 75% signal strength. I am quite worried for this. All we got to do is make it to Leslie Street and we should be okay. Looks like it's hiccuping a bit. If you guys are seeing the connection hiccups that I am, but we should be out of the woods for the most part. Happening there is there's trees underneath the trail sticking up, creating all those. All right, we're almost out of the trail here. Maybe I should just stick to the main road. Is this Villiers? Or not Villiers, but Unwin? I don't know, but whatever road this is. It's just a combination of not a strong signal with all the woods just leads for bad streaming conditions. Brad Palmer for a cold IPA to help me with my elbow. Thank you. Thank you very much, Brad Palmer. It's very much appreciated as we make it to Leslie Street. So the entrance to Tommy Thompson Park is just on the right. And I think a trip to Tommy Thompson should be in the works at some point. So this is the Leslie Street Spit. Christopher Haydock with £3. Thank you very much, Christopher. I'm riding north into a pretty heavy wind right now. But thanks, Brad. Thanks, Christopher. I cannot believe I still have a full battery bar. That is ridiculous. That's 29 kilometers now I've ridden since I left home on a full charge. This is the North Service Road on this side, and Commissioner is on the other side. Hey, a recumbent. But that is not CJ Hoyle. So I don't think I've ever ridden on this part of Leslie Street, at least not on this channel before. Susan says this new one is smoother than the move-in e-bike. I've adjusted the front suspension to be pretty soft. Young Cho wonders how far it can go on a full charge. Well, I think I'm gonna have to make some videos to show that off. Morgan, we are at Lakeshore Boulevard East and Leslie. Here we go, north on Leslie Street. I swear at some point way back, there used to be a Dunkin' Donuts around here in the 90s. Maybe I'm just nuts. This is Eastern Avenue. All right, Lisa, enjoy the day. I see everyone saying goodbye. Vivian Johnson will send me a report card on you later. Is there still Dunkin' Donuts in Toronto? No. There's Black Lab Brewing on the right. So this is Queen East, but I'm going to continue on Leslie. I've just never ridden north up this way. This right lane's a right turn only lane, so I'm going to give these cars room to turn. At some point, I've got to lose a battery meter. I don't know if you can see it on the screen there, but it is all the way at 5. Also, I got to adjust the strap on this helmet. I got a haircut today, and it is dangling too far low. I no longer have some troll hair to prop it up. Oh, there's a walk sign. So north on Leslie Street in the Leslieville neighborhood. We have already made it to Dundas. So we're continuing north. And we are at Gerrard Street East. This says not a through street. Let's see if we can figure out how to make our way through. There's a rail corridor up ahead that cuts Leslie Street off. Does it say no exit if I keep going straight here? It doesn't say no exit. Although it's pretty clear there's nowhere to go if I go straight. So here's a neighborhood I haven't really explored before. Nice homes. Mark H says, nice street. What is this coming up? Greenwood. So we're going north up Greenwood Avenue. Bumps. Let's test this sucker's hill climbing abilities. It's a pretty good hill, and we're going 25, 26. Just kind of effortlessly breeze around that guy. Here is Danforth. Hello, Danforth Avenue. This street is Strathmore. And what is that? That is Danforth Collegiate and Technical Institute on the right. There's a squirrel. Is it lying down in the middle of the road? What are you doing? A weirdo squirrel. What street is this? Coxwell? Well, it wouldn't be Coxwell, but that's Donland Station on the right. Hey, there's a moving e-bike. That's my other one. And it's west on Danforth. I know what I'm gonna do. And you're all about to find out what I'm gonna do. What's this guy doing? Just leaving his bike in the middle of the... It's not a very smart thing to do. Oh, pigeon. So here's Pape Avenue. Here's Carlisle. That's a pretty serious bike this guy in front of me has. It's like a 3-person whole family tandem bike. What I am going to do is get myself some Alexandros takeout, and then I'm going to ride myself back home. This is some really, really solid Greek food. Although Messini is my favorite in here, I feel more comfortable locking this thing up in this location. So I think this live stream has come to an end. I want to thank everyone for watching. There's the E53 CityPro by Addmotor. There's a link to this in the description. I don't get any commission or kickbacks. It's just there for your information. And in case you don't believe me, I left my home with 60 kilometers on it. We're at 93 kilometers. And this 20 amp hour battery still has not dropped. So that is quite ridiculous. So there I am. I'm going to go home and have that IPA, Brad Palmer. So thank you very much to our mods for their good work. Thanks to our channel members, Patreons, everyone who watched. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't. Thanks to those who sent support. And my early impressions of this thing are very, very good. I'm going to go home and watch the stream and see how it went. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to go get some food, and I will catch you on the